This is dedicated to my granny, who gave me the gift of family and of a powerful love that I could have never experienced any other way. Thank you, Granny Viv. I was asked why I clung to this set of beliefs, a religion, a subscription with a fine print subscript description describing a commitment to just receive whatever comes in. Do I just want to be told what to think, like a trinket on my shelf telling the world that my way has been approved of as okay? Or do I think that on the brink of disaster I'll be able to pull some strength from this crutch I've created? Have I listened to another human being, not seeing through the words he's relaying to which I am agreeing? Or am I simply a pawn, a tool saved for later, faithful and blind and trained to be a hater? I am happy to tell you, I said heck to the no. Many people have a problem with the exclusivity of Christianity, claiming that absolute truth is detrimental to humanity. Why would God say this is what you have to think if you think I'm going to let you into my heaven? People say, well, I can't see how a God of mercy can't just have mercy on me and accept me if I was close enough. But you see, for me, I can't even see why a God of mercy would define a set of beliefs that you'd have to be close enough to in the first place. Can't be that God just sat on his throne one day and said to himself, I'm going to make this the way, and there's no way that anyone going any other way will earn my approval. Like it was just on an arbitrary whim that God made up his mind who he'd cut off or let in. But this would be the exact opposite of mercy, an abuse of power, also known as tyranny. But friends, this is not the God that I know, the God who is my source of life and of hope. You see, in order for mercy to exist, right and wrong would also have to exist. Otherwise, the withholding and bestowing of favor would have the flavor of injustice. We'd have to savor the bitterness of being hooked through the nose by someone with power, with or without sheep's clothes. Mercy speaks of something done wrong and of grace poured out to reconcile that wrong. If the wrong was never wrong, forgiveness means nothing. You tell the widow who forgave the drunk driver that she was bluffing. God wasn't just out for one way to choose, so he could say to the rest, too bad for you, I couldn't care less. That's your problem. That's your own fault. Get your own pity party. So for a good God to say this is the way, he would have had to have known that we weren't okay. He knew all along that we had a problem. He saw our desperate needs and he set out to solve them. We badly needed help. Everywhere there's evidence. He knew we'd never survive the courts or the sentence. Because we are all guilty, aren't we, of breaking some law. We've been selfish, we've been greedy, we admit it, we are flawed. God, on the other hand, is holy and pure. Perfection, is that a standard you can endure? God is holy and God is life. We are selfish and therefore incongruent with holiness, and therefore incongruent with God, and therefore incongruent with life, and therefore left with death. We see evidence that we fall short all the time. We see beauty sublime and we feel shame. We hide. We know we're not worthy to stand in the presence of something so beautiful, so good in its essence. And God saw that our choices had led to our fall, but he could not abandon his heart's deepest call. He called a meeting and said, guys, it's the only way for humans to be free. I have to die in their place. They're destined for death and I can't let that happen. I can fix what has happened. I won't leave the devil laughing. So for God to say, come this way, is not a statement of pride. If there was another way, Jesus wouldn't have died. So following Jesus and about do's and don'ts, it's God saying, I cannot lose you, I won't. It's recognizing we are in such desperate need, where this problem will lead and a warning to heed. We needed help and God poured it out. That's what Christ Jesus is really about. Religion is knowing there's something to appease, someone to please, a guard with the keys. But the true grace of God causes us to drop to our knees in humility and awe, in tears with hearts raw, for unfailing love despite every flaw, seeing something that's never been paralleled before, being invited to life with an open door and beautifully crowned with unending hope once more. So mind control? Nope. Performance measures? Yeah, right. I've responded to grace, and it's transformed my life.